I once got a call from a founder who was a professional touring musician. His team was burnt out, his sales were flat. The way we turn things around may sound crazy, but I used a concept from a marriage book to get team buy-in. And the best part was, they didn't even know I was using it. In this video, I'm gonna show you how this one move helped us grow 40% in a year without a single hire and how you could use it too. Most founders try to fix their culture with money, perks, or speeches, but the real lever is appreciation that feels personal and real. When people feel seen, they stay. When they stay, they perform. And when they perform, your company scales. The concept I used to help the team was the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. Turns out that people don't stop being people when they clock in. Although this book is originally designed for relationships, it matters everywhere because even at work, there's a relationship. So these are the 5 love languages. The first is words of affirmation, praise, recognition, gratitude. That's words of affirmation. Next is acts of service. That's where you do something for someone, make their life a little bit easier, you step in and you take action. Now, gifts. Gifts are about thoughtful gifts, really gifts that matter, that help people feel seen and appreciated. Next is quality time. Notice that this word isn't quantity time, it's quality time. It doesn't matter about the amount, it's about your full presence with them. And next is physical touch. Now in a work setting, you have to be smart with this, right? This is handshakes, high fives, fist bumps, but some people really love that type of attention and affection. So these are the ways that you could be giving it to them. When you speak to people in their love language, their productivity goes through the roof. But the problem is most people don't know their love language, so you can't ask them. I'll teach you my fast system for defining and implementing this in 4 easy steps. Click the link below and you could download it for free. And stick around because I'm going to tell you how I grew that company by 40% by sussing out everyone's love language and how I applied it. So the founder brings me in, and in his words, I need you to step in, create buy-in, and lead the team. Most consultants would start with dashboards or org charts. I started with people. I met with everybody one-on-one and asked them what made them feel appreciated. I listened to what they were saying in meetings. I read in between the lines in their messages on Slack. And within 1 week, I mapped out everyone's appreciation language. All right, the founder's love language was acts of service. He was drowning in that to-do list. I took a couple things off his plate, got some people to take care of a few tasks for him. He was perked up, happy, better than ever. And once I knew that his love language was acts of service, I just kept pushing on that button. Now, this isn't manipulation. I really cared about this guy. I wanted him to feel seen. I want people to feel appreciated. This is there from a good place in your heart, and you're doing the best you can to meet people where you're at. So the founder was in town a couple months ago for a touring gig, right? He was all over the country. I remembered his love language was acts of service. So what can I do with this guy in this short window of time that would make him feel like it was an act of service? Well, I picked him up from the venue and I drove him to my house and I cooked him a home-cooked meal. I thought, God, what would someone really want if they were running and gunning all over the world, sleeping on buses, sleeping in hotels? How about a home-cooked meal? An act of service. He loved it. Meant so much to him. Our relationship is fantastic. Next is the marketing guy. Now, he was words of affirmation. And then I just started seeing how he showed up in meetings. He was very quick to praise other people. That's how you know words of affirmation is usually someone's love language if they're really good at praising. So every month he would send us a synopsis review of all the marketing, right? Our traffic, our conversions, our emails, everything. Give us all the data. And so in the meetings, I just started praising and recognizing him for what he was doing. I would do it privately, one-on-one, even in our Slack channel so that everybody in the company could see it. And as soon as I start feeling like he was leaning back into me, we raised the stakes. We started off, we were at 800 clicks per month in our total traffic. And we sat down, the founder and I said, it's time to turn it up with this guy. He's ready. I could see it in him. Within 3 months, he was averaging over 5,000 clicks. Remember I talked about that growth from 40%? Well, growth doesn't happen without traffic, more leads, more people that want your service. And it all started with this guy and words of affirmation. Now we had 2 sales guys, they were different love languages. One was quality time. So this guy, when I first got there, he was kind of reluctant to do sales. He kind of fell into the job. He just loved the company and he wasn't really open to doing things like role playing and working on his script and really working on his craft. Now, when I'm working with salespeople, I think that practice and preparation is such a big key. And so I wanted to figure out how I could connect with this guy to get him to come across my way so that he could start appreciating the things that he would need in his business to grow. And so I had to appreciate him first. And his love language was quality time. So every week we had a standing one-to-one, about 15 to 20 minutes. And very rarely was it about work. It was about him, his marriage, What'd he do that weekend? Is he working out? Is he taking care of himself? What kind of book are you reading? What movie are you watching? Just me giving him my full presence and helping him feel seen. Within a few months, scripting, working on his script, role playing, taking courses, reading books, sending me updates all the time, crushing his sales, had over a 35% close rate, just crushing it, and crushing it. Why? Because I just helped him feel seen. I spent some time with him and helped him feel appreciated where he needed it the most. Now, we had another sales guy. He was kind of tough to figure out at first. I really didn't know, but he was a big Bengals fan and he hit a big number for the month. I remember, I think he did like 15 sales of our mentorship program in a month. We were really proud of him. I mean, he was just taking it on and doing the work. Like I said, he was a Bengals fan. So I bought a Joe Burrow card and I had it sent to him, right? And then during our one-to-one, he opened up the gift in front of me. You should have saw his face, a thoughtful gift like that, right? And that stuff really matters. And he stuck around and kept going and growing and doing the right things for the company. And these are the things that really change the company. Really meeting people where they're at, helping people feel seen and appreciated is so important for loyalty and buy-in. The days of running a company off fear or making people feel like if they don't do their job, they're going to be fired are done. Not in this economy, not in this day and age. You're going to win because people love you, are loyal to you, and will do anything to help you and the company win. I get it. This may sound soft, but soft skills create hard numbers. This stuff really works, and appreciation at scale will change your company. Okay, here's the framework. Step 1, take the quiz. When everybody takes the quiz, they're going to have 2 dominating love languages. For me, it's acts of service and words of affirmation. Those are my top 2. Acts of service is my number 1. Words of affirmation is my number 2. After you get that down, I want you to capture it, right? I want you to put it all in a document that you could download with me or in your HR software, wherever. But make sure you know people's names and their preferred love language. Because when Jim over in accounting's having a bad month and you need to pick things up for him because he's got some stuff going on in his personal life, you're going to be glad you know his love language. When Susie's crushing it in sales next month, record-breaking months for the company, you're going to want to appreciate her in a way that she really needs to be seen to keep her foot on the gas. Then I want you to act weekly. I want you to choose 3 people in your company and start showing them appreciation. Like I said, there's the top 2 love languages, so just start with 1 and see what really lands the most. And last, close the loop. Really, make sure that they felt appreciated. Make sure that that love language was the right one and maybe not the second one they need a little bit more. This is a dance. You're going to have to learn this and get to work this week on it so that you could start implementing this inside of your organization. Okay, so far we identified your team's love language. We committed to using them weekly, but thinking about ways to actually do the love languages could feel like a full-time job. So here's some great ways that you could start using the love languages without having to think too hard. All right, words of affirmation, first and foremost, is about specific praise. Don't say good job. Tell them exactly what they did that was a great job. Very much specific praise. Also, a loom, just a quick loom, a thank you. Here's this, appreciate you. And last, something in a Slack channel, right? Blow it up in front of everybody. Some sort of public praise is really great. Now, words of affirmation is also for encouragement. So it's not only about compliments, it's about encouragement. Hey, Jim, I know that you could do this. Hey, Sally, I know that you got this. You're the best. Things of that nature. So it's specific praise, but also encouragement to get people moving if that's what's necessary. For acts of service, I want you to think about what actions you could take to make someone's life easier. You could clear a block for them, something they have going on. I'm not going to be able to do this. This issue's getting in the way. You could clear a block for them. Next is you could help them prep for something. If they have a big meeting, something that they're working on, you could help them prep. And also, you could cover for them. Hey, I know that you got your kid's baseball game on Friday. Leave a little early. I'm going to cover you, or have someone cover them. Those are great ways for acts of service to show in there. Next is gifts. Walking into the office with someone's specific coffee order is a killer gift, okay? Big deal. Next is a book, right? A book. Let's say they're working on something. They want to get better at something. And last, a hobby. Think about what kind of hobbies they have, what they really enjoy doing. I was just at a meeting the other day and someone really enjoyed swimming. So we looked up and bought them a new pair of goggles. I don't know if they're going to like them, but they're going to know that I really thought about them and that gift is really going to land. Quality time, make time for one-on-ones. And like I mentioned earlier, this isn't quantity time. It doesn't need to be an hour. It doesn't need to be that long. It can be, But just if you're thinking, oh, I don't have all this time, this could be 5 minutes of just giving someone your attention. Have a walking meeting with someone. Just walk and talk with them and hang out with them. Go out for a coffee. And if you really want to and you do have the time, go do something that they really enjoy. If there's something that they really like, hey, Frank, I know you're trying to get better at this. Why don't we go to this seminar together? Things of that nature. That's really nice for quality time. And last with touch, we mentioned this before. I'm just going to mention this again. Use discretion, use good judgment, make sure someone is giving consent to anything that you're doing, but high fives, fist bumps, getting people really excited that way is a good way to bring physical touch into the workplace with also having good judgment. And so these are real practical ways that you could be implementing this right now, this week into your business. If you need any more help with this, just shoot me a message. I'll be happy to walk you through it. Just tell me about your people, how you need to connect. This is a muscle that's just going to get better and better over time. You're going to think of new, unique ways. You're going to think of ways when you see people light up about one thing and then another thing, and you're going to make this absolutely incredible in your organization. Just give it a try. I built a free team appreciation playbook for you. Inside, you'll find a quiz to find out your team's appreciation language, plug and play ideas for each one, messaging scripts, as well as a weekly tracker to make sure that you stay on track in implementing this in your business. Click the link below, download, and start using it this week. You don't need to spend more to get more out of your team. You need to appreciate them in a way that lands. Try this for 30 days. Tell me what happens. And if you're ready to learn how to take your worst employees and lead them to greatness, watch this video next.